Kia ora everyone, this is Talika Mehra from AGV Services coming live today on Friday, the 22nd of October to help solve all your queries, all your doubts, any questions that you have to migrate to New Zealand. I will try my best of my capabilities to answer your questions today. I would start by showing my license certificate. I always show you the card. I thought this time I'll show you the certificate that I've also got from the IAA. Just give me a second if you can see it. So I obtained the certificate after completing my course. I am still doing my course, but you need to do a few papers first to get your provisional license. So now that I've got my provisional license, I can sit here with you and clear all your doubts. We'll start with the questions once they start popping up, but I can see my team joining in. Team, if you can confirm, I am live on both YouTube and as well Facebook. Well, I do have a good news for you guys as well. Well, we are seeing student visas coming through a bit faster. In fact, within a month, we have got a couple of approvals recently, a couple of decisions that have come through. So that, yes, the student visas are coming faster. The timeframes are getting better. They have improved the processing times. So that's a big relief. However, with the coming December break, there may be some delays that we could expect. So that's why we request you all, if you are interested to go for the January, February, March intake, which is the biggest intake, and most of the colleges have courses starting in the JFM intake. If you are planning to go for it, we suggest you please start your process right now. Otherwise, it will be too late to apply and you will need to defer your plans. Other than that, partnership timeframes have also come down to about 4 months. Partnership applications are currently being lodged and processed in Hamilton. Timeframes have definitely improved. Regarding, we had a couple of queries where people wanted to know if they should file their student visas before or after, student visas along with the partnership visas, or they should lodge the student visas before and wait for the approvals to come through and then file their family visas. Looking at the time frames right now for the partnership visas, my suggestion personally would be that you file it together with your student visas. If you want to travel with your family, you want to take them along. However, that's still not a guarantee that the visas will come through at the same time, but the chances are great. That's why we suggest you that you do lodge your family visas if you're planning to take them along with your student application, so that you get them on time and there is no further delays in those applications. Okay, so I see that our first question has come, which is Johan Benedict. He says, my son is studying at AIS. How can my wife and I apply for PR? Johan, if you and your wife want to apply for PR, the thing is we'll need to go through you won't get a PR directly. You can go through an SMC criteria. For that, I would need to see what you and your wife are currently doing, your occupation, and everything. Other than that, the other possible ways would be to go on a visitor visa if you want to meet them, meet your son. But for a PR, I think SMC would be a better option to look at. But I cannot assure you if you'll qualify for it. For that, you will need to send us the CV. And once I can do the assessments about regarding your qualification and your work experience, then probably we can see what all pathways you've got. So I would suggest that you get in touch with our team. You can drop us an email. You can drop us an email, or you can call on our toll-free number. So you can drop us an email at immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com or info@ajvglobal.com. You can also call us on our India toll-free number, which is 1-800-103-6525 if you have any other queries. However, if it is what you're asking me, I would suggest you send us your CVs first. So recently, we've been seeing a lot of surge in people wanting to know that what is the process to go for PR, if they'll be eligible for not even Students who may be interested in going and doing a course, would also want to first know if anyone, the student or the partner, is eligible to go for SMC. So we are getting a lot of queries for assessments. So I thought I'll cover a bit of SMC criteria, the eligibility criteria today in this session, so that it can help you guys to realize that if there's a possibility you might meet the points requirement or not, and you can get in touch with us and I can help you out with that. So, well, I'll start with what is really SMC. It's skilled migrant category visa. Skilled migrant, why it's called skilled migrant? Because New Zealand wants skilled people to come into their country. They want skilled people to be working for them. So that they can bring their work experience, their knowledge, and help the country's economy boom. So skilled migrant is for people who have skilled work experience, qualification, so there is a list which is called skilled employment list. There's over 200 occupations mentioned in those lists. How do we go about assessing, see if you're meeting the points or not? How many points do you need to meet for it? You need to get 160 points to be eligible to apply for an SMC visa. SMC visas, there's a category called job search visa under SMC. So to get residence, you need to meet two requirements. Either you need to have a job offer from New Zealand, or you need to have done a qualification, 2-year qualification from New Zealand. If you do not meet either of the criteria, they have another visa option available, that is SMC job search visa. They'll give you a visa for 12 months. You go there, you look for a job, you meet. So once you get the job, you are meeting you're likely to meet one of the criteria that you have a job offer from a company in New Zealand, and you can apply for residence. Now, to go for that SMC, you need to have 160 points with you. What are you assessed on? You're assessed on your age, you're assessed on your recognized qualification, you're assessed on your previous work experience, and you can also get points for your spouse's qualification. So under age, we have separate brackets where you get different points for different category of age. You can claim points up to 55 years of age. Apart from that, what is recognized qualification? So recognized qualification would be if you've done your bachelor's, so that would be level 7 or 8, you'll get a certain points for that. If you've done your master's, you'll get certain points for that. And but those are if your qualification is done overseas, it is recommended that you go through an NZQA. So then comes, what is NZQA? NZQA is a New Zealand Qualification Authority. So what do they do for you? They will assess your education. They'll assess your qualification to see if they meet the New Zealand standards or not. So it can be a possibility that if you have done a master's course in your home country, it may not be a level 9, which is a master's course in New Zealand is level 9. So it may not be a level 9 course as per New Zealand standards. It may just be a level 7 or 8, and you will only get points for the level 7 or 8 and not masters. So NZQ is very essential for people who have overseas qualification to be sure that these are the points that you can claim for that. That was recognized qualification. What is skilled employment? So if you have work experience, there is a list of what are the skilled employments. There are job descriptions there. So we have over 200 positions mentioned in that list. If you have work experience and your occupation falls in that list, you can claim points for that. There are also bonus points if your work experience is in long-term skill shortage list. You can get bonus points for that as well. So there are quite a bit of criteria. You have to go through the skilled employment list to know if you're actually falling under that category or not, if you can claim points for every work experience that you've got. So these are basically the points you can claim for your own education, work experience, and age. The extra points that you can claim are your part on the basis of your partner is their qualification. So similarly, if they've done level 7 or 8, they'll get 10 points. If they've done level 9, they'll get 20 points. But that is also subjective to NZQA, especially when your qualification is has been completed overseas. So this is a bit of SMC idea I wanted to give you all, so that you can, if you are considering it, look at these points that I have just mentioned. See if you feel that you are even a little bit close. Send your CVs to us so we can do the assessment for you. And if you are meeting the points, then well and good, and we can take it ahead from there. So that is for SMC. I hope this information is helpful to you all, because people do send us CVs for their assessments, but they do not have idea about this. They do ask us that this is our qualification, this is my work experience, why cannot claim points for that? So there are a lot of ifs and buts involved for SMC assessments. So I would suggest that you send us your CVs, let us do the assessment for you. And if it is, if you are meeting the points and you are likely to meet the points, we can take it further from there. Let's come to some questions now. So we have Ashu Goyal, who says she is having 7-year study gap. Ashu, I'm not sure what your question is. If it's regarding which visa it's regarding, and the question's not clear, if you can please provide me a clear question. Ashu, I do have an update from my team regarding you. Just give me a second. Ashu, my teams tell me that one of my team members, Mariam, was in touch with you, and she's been trying to get in touch with you since March, after which you have stopped responding. Can you please get in touch with Mariam and ask your queries? If anything I can be I can provide my help with, I will. So please, Mariam, if you can get in touch with Ashu right now and clear his queries. Next, we've got Shamil Parekh, who says best process for PR: enroll in a course, get a student visa for NZ, utilize your PSW visa, and then see option for PR. I hope I'm right about it. Shamil, that's perfectly correct. That is the best way to go about it. But if you are meeting SMC points, then that is another good option. But yeah, that is the best way to go about it. Next, we have Hireen. He says, hello, ma'am, a gentle reminder about my process. Thanking you in advance. Hireen, yes, I remember. I have forwarded your query, and I am waiting for a response from immigration. Once I get it, I will update you. Next, I have Jal Patel. All the best, Shamil Parekh. Ashu Goyal says study visa. Ashu, as I suggested, please get in touch with Mariam, and she will clear your queries. I'm sorry, there's a question from someone, and the name is in a different language, so I will not be able to see the name. But the question is, how can I get a job? Well, getting a job, if you're overseas, if you're not in New Zealand, getting a job can be a bit tough. So I would suggest that you look at study options, or if you think you have enough qualification, enough work experience to claim points for SMC, you can look for that as well. I hope that helps. So that's all that we have, all the questions that we've got right now. Okay. So I recently had a lot of queries about PSWV visas as well, when to lodge them, when to not lodge them, because a lot of students go for the February intake, which is about to come to an end for the students who went last year. So they are a little worried about their PSWV visas and when to apply for them. So for our AGV students, we do that for free. We provide our services to them. We provide our support to them. And but our suggestion would be, so what happens once your student visa expires? You have about 3 months to apply for your post-study work visa. You can apply for a post-study work visa only once you've received your transcript. So wait for your transcript to come in and send it to us. AGB students, please send it to us. We can file your applications then. So there's nothing that you need to be worried for. We are here and we will make sure that you get your post-study work visas in time and you apply for them in time. And similarly, for students who have gone to New Zealand on student visas along with their families and want to renew their families' visas as well, their question usually was that, do I need to do my post-study work visa first and then file for my family visas, or can I do it together? Similarly, like I said, for student visas, I would suggest the same process for this as well. Apply it together so you get the visas on time together and with the same visa validity, and there is no discrepancy. So that is for filing a PSWV. Okay, so we've got a few more questions. Shakti Vagila says, hi, do you have a PhD course? Hi, Shakti. I'm sure we do have PhD courses in New Zealand. There are a lot of universities, colleges that offer that course. Please get in touch with our team. Please drop us a number so that we can get in touch with you and we can help you figure out which PhD course you would like to go for. Hardik Panchal says, if qualifying for 160 points after completion of level 7 course, can he put for PR with having job of 52 NZ? And Hardik, why not? If you're claiming 160 points, you're meeting the salary eligibility salary threshold. Then why not? You can apply for you can apply for residence PR. You'll only get after 2 years of being on a residence visa. So that's the difference between resident visa and a PR. PR is permanent residency. So you can apply for residency if you're meeting the points and you are meeting the salary threshold. Kapil Kumar says, I have cook visa. Kapil, I'm not sure which visa category is this. So if you can explain me a little bit more, or maybe rephrase your question so I can answer your query. Hardik Panchal says, or he has to wait for 2 years. Okay, Hardik, so I think you were asking me about PR. So yes, you can apply for residence, and only once you're on your residence visa for 2 years, you will move to the PR stage. But basically, both the visas are similar. The only difference is that resident visa has a validity of 2 years and your PR will be indefinite. Otherwise, all other conditions are the same. Next, we have Deepta, who says, hi, professional accountants are in the skilled migration category. Professional accountants, definitely accountants are there in the skilled employment list, which if you're asking for SMC, yes, they are. You can claim points for it, but we will need to see how long your work experience has been, what is your qualification. So send us your CV, Deepta, and probably we can figure it out then. Next question we have is from Pinso John. He says, what happened if I have experience without salary statement when submit visa application, make rejection? Pinso, first of all, please drop us your number so we can help you out with your query. But to answer this, it is not a set rule that you need to have a salary statement. It is definitely preferred to have a salary statement. However, if you have other documents like an offer letter, relieving letter, or any other salary slips, if you have those documents, salary statement is not a mandatory requirement. We need to just have sufficient documents to demonstrate that you were working at the place that you are claiming that you were working at. So that is the only thing. We need to have sufficient documents. Statement is not mandatory, will not be the sole reason for rejection. However, if the immigration officer feels that the documents provided are insufficient, then there could be a chance for a decline. However, if we provide other documents and just don't have the salary statement, I don't see an issue. So it also depends on how long back was that job experience. Was it recent? Was it old? So there are a lot of factors to it. So I would suggest that you speak to one of us. You call one of us. You can call us on our toll-free number. You can drop us an email. You can drop in your number on this chat, and one of my team member will definitely get in touch with you. Kapil Kumar says, "How can I get chef visa? What is the process?" Kapil, there is no chef visa. There is a work visa, and the process could be tough to because you need to get a job offer in hand first to be able to apply for that visa. You can definitely go for some cookery course or to be able to look for a job as a chef in New Zealand. So if you want to go through a student process, I think that would be the best process way to go about it. Pinso Johns asks, are you take rejected cases, extra fees, how much? We do take rejected cases. Regarding the fees, I would suggest that you get in touch with us, drop us your number so that we can have this conversation in detail. Okay, just give me a second and let me check if I have any updates from my team. Okay, nothing as of now. Okay, next question. Samrat Patni says, I wish to study a master's degree in library and information studies in New Zealand. Any university there offering the program? I think Victoria University has a program called Masters in Information System. This is my team helping me out in the background. But yes, there's a course in Victoria University. There's also some PGD courses available. So I would suggest that you drop us your number so that one of my team members can get in touch with you and provide you the options for courses available for you. I think Shakti Vagela has asked for education technology. Just give me a second. Shakti, like I said, please drop in your number so that any of my team member can get in touch with you. If you could also confirm if you're already in touch with someone or not, so I can have that person contact you again. Pranav Uplab says, Hi Talika, I have no questions, just saying that you're doing great with the live sessions, just like Arun and Miri, and looking forward to file my visa through you. Thank you, Pranav. Thank you a lot. Definitely gives us motivation to keep going and helping you all sit here once a week, help you all with all your queries. Thank you a lot. Um, Next, we have Shakti Vagela. She says my wife study. He says my wife study in University of Tartu in Estonia. After completing master, she's applied to PhD education technology. Um, Shakti, I did get your question. I think there is nothing wrong with that. If she wants to go for a PhD, that's fine. But I would suggest that you get in touch with my team. I won't be able to answer any more questions for you. So please get in touch with my team. Drop us your number so that we can help you out with your query. Okay, next question is from Kevin. He says, Hi Talika, will you be opening a branch in South Island in the near future? I am not very sure of that. I'll have to check with my boss about it if he has any plans. And if he does, I will definitely let you know in the next live session. Or maybe he can give the good news in the next live session. But if we do have any plans right now, we very recently opened it in Hamilton. So, but we will expand, and once we are opening more offices, we will definitely keep all of you updated. Okay, Shakti Vagela has given us the number. Team, can you please get in touch with Shakti and clarify his doubts? Okay, that's all questions that we had. Oh, Kevin, your question has been answered by Arun, and he says, yes, we will open next year. So, yay, hopefully, we all can meet there in our new branch. Just give me a second, trying to look if I have missed any questions on YouTube and I can answer those. I have a question from Sandeep. He says, "Hi, ma'am. What is the scope for civil engineering New Zealand?" Sandeep, civil engineering is a very good course to be done in New Zealand. You can definitely go for it. I would suggest that you get in touch with our team so we can help you go through the course, see if that is the course that fits you best. And if it does, then apply for it and why not go for it? And I see that you have dropped us your number, and our team will definitely get in touch with you. Okay. Team, are there any questions that I've missed out? Because I can't see any questions on YouTube apart from Sandeep's question. Okay. In the meantime, I'll tell you all about partnership visas. Um, you can, so students who are going for courses which are level 7 and level 8, their partners can apply for visitor visa under partnership. Uh, and students who are going on a master's course or above, that is level 9 or above, their partners can go for a work visa under partnership. However, there is a catch here. If you are doing a level 7 or a level 8 course and your course comes in the long term skill shortage list, your partner will be eligible to apply for a work visa. So before you go ahead with your partnership visas, please make sure that you check with an LI, and I would suggest that is AJV. You check with them if the course is falling into an LTSSL, which is the long-term skill shortage list. You can apply for a work visa. We recently got a case where wrong advice was given to the partner who was applying for partnership visa. They applied for work visa while they were not eligible to apply for it because the agency could not understand the long-term skill shortage list. Please keep in mind to file a partnership visa or SMC or any other category other than student. You need to file it through a licensed immigration advisor. You cannot file it through any agency. If immigration does get to know, they will decline your visa. So if you need to file it through an LI or you file it yourself. So these are the two options. So in case you are looking for a partnership visa, I would suggest that you get in touch with us so that we can tell you that if you are eligible for a work visa under partnership or a visitor visa under partnership, and do not end up applying in the wrong category because that will lead you to a straight decline for not meeting the instructions. So this is something that has happened with quite a few people, and hence I am here telling you that there is a very bit slight. So people just look up LTSSL, look that the course is there, but they do not see the other requirements that are mentioned along with the course and along with the other points that are mentioned there. So I suggest that you please check with us. You can drop us an email, you can give us a call. I will repeat our contact details for you. You can call us on our New Zealand toll-free number, which is 0800 or you can call us on our India toll-free number, which is 1800 103 6525. If you want to drop us an email, you can drop us an email at info@ajvglobal.com. All SMC queries or partnership queries, I would suggest you can drop us on immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com. Our team members, all the contact numbers, the name of our team members, everything is mentioned on our website. If you want to get in touch with me, you can look me up on our website and you can contact me directly as well. and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Okay. So Kevin says best way to apply for job sitting at home and apply or get out there company to company, door to door. Kevin, well, best way to apply would be you can. I think these days you can apply online. I don't know if you need to go to company or door to door to apply there, but I think you can just apply to every country sitting online at your home. But yes, you will have to go for the interview for sure. So you will have to go there to the company, give the interview, and clear to get a job. Next question is Muhammad. He's Muhammad Shahata. He says, "Hello, could you advise about getting job in New Zealand after getting level 7 diploma?" Muhammad, I'm not very sure of your question because I don't know how to advise you about getting a job in New Zealand after level 7 diploma. If you can tell me what diploma is it? If you're asking me if you'll get a job or not, I'm sure you can find a job. A lot of our students have found jobs after doing level 7 courses. But I don't know which diploma you're going for, so I will not be able to advise you more on this. So if you have more questions, please leave us your number. One of my team members will get in touch with you. Okay, let me just see if my team want me to talk about something. So my team wants me to tell again that as INZ is processing student visas faster now. So if you are interested to go for the January, February, March intake, which is actually the biggest intake, uh, please start the process now. Get in touch with us. Start giving your IELTS because probably IELTS and loans are the two things that take the longest. So give your IELTS and in the meantime start working with us so we can start collecting the documents because that is another big process, long process. So if you are interested in JFM intake, please get in touch with us. It is already almost end of November. We only have December left, out of which a week or two is going to be off in New Zealand. So if applications are being processed, there might be some delay, which we can see. So the sooner you apply, the sooner is a chance to get your visa. So please get in touch. Do not delay. If you are planning for JFM intake, please do not delay more than this. Um, Post that it will be very difficult to get you into this intake, and you will need to defer. Pranav, my team tells me that your wife recently got AIP, and we will be lodging your application soon. Congratulations to you on that. So hopefully our onshore team will get to see you soon in New Zealand. Okay. Next question. We have so Muhammad Shahata said that he wants to go for business or accounting and finance. I think you covered basically most of the areas, but I am sure that you will not have trouble finding a job there. So go for the course, and if you do well on your course, it's basically about how well do you do on your course, what are the skills you learn out of it, and how well you portray yourself in front of the interviewer. So it all depends on that. There is nothing stopping you from getting a job apart from yourself. So if you can give the interview with utmost confidence, you have the knowledge, you have the skill, I don't see a problem in you getting a job. I hope that helps, that has clarified your questions. But if you have more questions, please leave us your number, Mohammed, so we can get in touch with you. Okay. Just give me a second. The questions are loading. Okay, so we have a question from Shankar Kumar, and he says, please could you let me know if a PG diploma courses under information technologies or computer sciences comes under long-term skill shortage list? Also, I yet to be contacted by your team. We are looking forward to apply for work visa for myself and my wife. And my wife, we are having experience in information technology. My number is this. Shankar, there are hardly any postgraduate diplomas in the long-term skill shortage list. While information technology is IT is in the long-term skill shortage list, but only the bachelor's, so not a postgraduate course. So only a level 7 course is there in the LTSSL, but not level 8. So if you are planning to go for the work visa, so either your wife does a course which is in the LTSSL, most probably it's going to be a bachelor's course, or she does a master's course. These are the two options. So you say our team hasn't contacted you. Please, team, if you can, Shankar has provided us their number, his number. If one of you can please get in touch with him right now. Arvind Gandhi says, hi, I'm an EJV student. I'm applying for Victoria Wellington. My name is Aditya. Okay. I am in touch with Mariam. I am applying for Masters in Professional Business Analytics. It's ICT conversion course. What are the scopes? I'm concerned as I would be an ICT fresher. Aditya, I will be not be able to give you probably a great advice on this because I do not have much experience in the ICT conversion courses. Why don't you drop us your number so that I will do my bit of research and get back to you with the right advice. I wouldn't want to give you wrong advice right now. So just drop me your number and I will look into it and get back to you. Team, if you can please make a note of this. Okay, Aditya, I think my team is here answering your question. So Ruben here tells me he's one of our sales, he's one of our student advisors. And he tells me that there are job opportunities like database and analytics executives or managers and business and system analyst, process design specialist. I think these are the possible job opportunities for you. If I'm sure you have more questions, so please drop us your number so that one of my team member can get in touch with you and clarify your doubts. Oh, I see that you have left your number. Team, if you can get in touch with Aditya and clarify his doubts. Okay, next question is from Amit. He says, how is the demand for teachers like mathematics, and at end, how is chance of residence in teaching? Well, Amit, the demand for teachers, I am not too sure about it. It is decent, but the residency chances actually depends upon your if you're meeting the required points or not. So that if you have the job offer in hand from New Zealand, you're meeting the salary threshold. There's nothing stopping you from going for residence. Okay. Okay, let's see if we have any questions on YouTube. I can still not see. Okay, I think questions have stopped coming in. Team, is there anything else that I can talk about? We've covered SMC, we've covered partnership today, student visas. we are covering up while these questions are coming in. Okay, so while there is a lag between the questions coming in, I will repeat our contact details for you. Our New Zealand toll free number is 0800 Our India toll free number is 1-800-103-6525. If you want to send us your SMC queries or anything related to partnership queries, you can send it to immigrationadvisor@ajvglobal.com, or any student related queries, you can send us info@ajvglobal.com. And one of our team members will definitely get in touch with you. You can also look us up on our website, AJV Global. You can go there, all the team members, you can see everyone who looks like who. If you're talking to someone, I know that we all work from home, so the only conversations that we have is over the phone. If you want to know who you're speaking to, how they look like, you can just go on our website and have a look. And if you want my personal details, you want to contact me directly, you can look me up there. My official number is mentioned there, so is my email ID, and you can get in touch with me. Okay. Kevin says, AJV client Neha is my essay, hypothetically asking if my intake is in July, Lincoln or Otago, which month should I probably resign from my current job in UAE, as I need to serve 1 month notice and 50% funds are in India. Okay, so if your intake is in July, see, Kevin, I would suggest that this is something that you will need to decide on yourself, because if your intake is in July and if they expect you to travel by in July only to be there for the orientation and everything, I would suggest that you first of all apply for your visa beforehand, to have it with you, so that you can make the decision. You have sufficient time to make the decision to quit your job, complete your 1 month notice period, and then move to New Zealand. So I think it all depends on how sooner you apply for a visa, and have that visa in your hand, have that confidence. You'll get more confidence if you have it in your hand once. You will not be worried about it. You will know that you have sufficient time to make decisions for the rest of the things, sufficient times to make all the preparations, all everything that you need to do. You will have time for it, and you will not be hassled. So I would suggest that you apply sooner, as soon as possible, so that you will know then you have sufficient time to resign and serve your notice period. Next question is Sami Sati. He says, any university in NZ with semester fee payment? Sami, I'm not able to. What is? I think you have to pay the whole year fee in one go. That is a requirement by immigration as well. There is no. I have not heard of semester fee payment. However, I can definitely check on it and get back to you. But it is a requirement for you to pay your first first year course in one go. And in case your course is for 2 years, immigration will let you pay for the first year right now, and you can pay for the second year later. But your student visa validity will also depend on that. So I'm not sure there's semester fee payment though. I hope that clarifies your doubt. Suresh Gale says, while my wife appeared for IELTS, she got 5 on listening, so she have not qualified for student visa for New Zealand. Suresh, yes, 5. It is, I think minimum is about 5.56 for a lot of courses. So I would suggest that she prepares a little bit more for IELTS. I myself have given IELTS, and listening can be a little bit tricky. So I think the best way to go about it is practice as much as you can, and I'm sure she will be able to clear it if she practices enough. So I think go again for IELTS after preparation, and once you have the certain score, you can definitely go for student visa then. Okay, next question is from Gaurav Thantri. He says, Hi Talika, I'm an AGV student and Sonia filed my visa. I recently got my AIP and I'm working on satisfying the conditions set in it. In a response to one of the previous questions, you said PG diploma is not included in the LTSSL, which I understand because only bachelor courses are included in the list. But since I'm doing a graduate diploma in ICT there, will I be eligible to apply for residence after my completion under the LTSSL using my Indian degree in bachelor's in computer science? Okay, so regarding if graduate diploma in ICT is in the LTSSL, see, before giving you an advice, I will definitely check myself uh, again, just to be sure. Just give me 2 seconds while I look up. So yes, Gaurav, the course that you are going for is there in it is the bachelor's of information and communication technologies, which is a level 7 course listed in the LTSSL. So it is falling under the LTSSL. However, if you are going for residence, you are it is preferred that you claim your highest qualifications. So you're saying you've done your bachelor's in computer science from India and you are going for a graduate diploma in ICT. Uh, so if it's a it needs to be a bachelor's. So if it's bachelor's in ICT, then it will fall under LTSSL. So I think we will need to see your qualification, your work experience to see if you can apply under the SMC criteria. Okay, Suresh Gale says, so can I come on visitor visa and apply for the student visa? Uh, Suresh, okay, there is another question from him. Says, I cannot come to New Zealand as a tourist visa and take some class and apply for a student visa. Suresh, you can definitely come on a tourist visa. However, your intention is not to come as a tourist, but your intention is to come there, take a class, and apply for student visas. So it depends on if you have researched on what classes you want to take. You can apply with your genuine intention. What is your genuine intention? You need to apply to immigration stating that, and not that you're going on a tourist visa, that you want to go for tourism, because that's not your ideal intention. So I would suggest that you first decide that what is your intent to go to New Zealand. If it's just to take some class or apply for student visa, I would suggest that you can take IELTS classes here in India itself and then apply for student visa, because it's very unlikely that immigration is going to give you a visa, a visitor visa to go and attend a class there and then apply for the student visa. So why don't you seem to have some more questions. Why don't you drop us your number so that one of my team members can get in touch with you and we can clarify your doubt. So for SMC criteria, like I told you before, that you get different points for your different level of education. So if you have a bachelor's from any overseas or from in New Zealand, a level 7 course or level 8, you will get one certain points. If you are doing a master's course from New Zealand, or you've done it from overseas, subjective to what NZQSS is at. If it is a level 9 course, assessed to be a level 9 course, you will get uh, points for that. So the points for level 7 or 8 is about 50 points. For level 9 is 70 points. So it depends on that. So I think Gaurav, this answers your questions as well. So you can apply. Apply on the basis of that qualification. However, you need to be meeting 160 points to be able to apply for residence. However, if you are already going and doing a course there and you get a job offer and meet the salary threshold, and I don't see you to be worried about this. Kevin says, any useful apps to download before landing in New Zealand? Kevin, I'm really not sure what interests and what apps you are talking about. If you can tell me what is this in regarding, I may be able to help you out with this. I really don't know what apps you would need in New Zealand that you are not needing right now where you are. Suresh has given us his number. Team, if you can get in touch with him, please. Okay. Team, is there anything that you want me to talk about? I don't see anything. Okay. Let me check on YouTube if we have more questions. Okay, I can't see any questions on YouTube. I think something's wrong on YouTube. We'll wait for about 2 minutes more, 2-3 minutes more on Facebook and see if we have more questions, else we can wrap up. I will repeat this to you again. It is very necessary. If you really want to go for the JFM intake, please, please, please contact us now so that we can help you out at this point, because we do not have sufficient time for the whole process. You may get deferred. Right now, the time frames are much, much, much better than before. We are getting visas within a month. So if you want to apply for the JFM intake, please get in touch with us. Start the process. Start your IELTS process. If you've already gone through the process, look for your finances. See how you want to fund yourself. If it's through a loan, please get in touch with us so that you have at least the offer letter in hand and you can apply for the loan process. We also have Credila as our loan partner, so that students who we do not have sufficient time to apply for loans, we also have helping them out with their loan process. So we are providing all the help that we can from our end, but it is all on you. Get in touch with us in time so that we can make it for the JFM intake and you do not have to defer your plans of moving to New Zealand. Okay, I think we've got a few more questions. Sajan Kataria says, I want to come for holidays in New Zealand. Kindly guide me regarding documents, requirements, and funds. Sajan, I would be very happy to help you out with that. If you can, please drop me an email, or you can contact us on our toll-free number, or you can drop us an email, and I will get back to you regarding this. Akshay Singh Chauhan says, can you tell me, please, how can I get a PR? What are the rules to apply PR after study? Akshay, like I have talked about the residence criteria category a lot during this session. But if you want to apply for after study, and if it is from New Zealand, you can apply for it after you have a job offer in hand or you have completed a 2 years course in New Zealand. So if you go back in my session, you will get the answers to your question. But I would suggest it depends on what course you're going for, how many points you're going to get in the end, if you can get a job offer relevant to your qualification. So it's not like that you do a course in something and you get a job in another field. You cannot claim points for that. Your job needs to be in the relevant, need your qualification and your job need to be relevant to each other. Gaurav Tantri says, you are excellent, Toleka. I got an excellent advisor, Aniket, excellent visa advisor, Sonia, and an excellent Q&A specialist, Eli Toleka. Thank you so much, Gaurav. That's an amazing compliment to me and my whole team. We hope to keep helping you in future as well. Please feel free to get in touch with me whenever you have doubts. Sajan Kataria says tourist visa, please. Yes, Sajan, it would be a tourist visas for holiday. Regarding the documentation bit, there is quite a few documents required, and that's why I won't be able to tell you that on the live session right now. And that is why I would suggest if you can drop us an email and I can help you out from there. Team Sajan has given us his email ID. If one of you can please get in touch with him and direct them to me so that I can help him out with the visitor visa. Okay, that's the end of the questions. Okay, I don't see any more questions on YouTube or Facebook. So I think we can wrap up. I would tell you the numbers and the email IDs that you can contact us at again. Our New Zealand toll-free number is 0800 our India toll-free number is 1800-103-6525. Our New Zealand office, the email ID for that, which is basically the SMC queries and the partnership queries, I would suggest that you send it on immigration@ajvglobal.com. You can also email us on info@ajvglobal.com regarding any student queries that you have. So please get in touch with us so that we can help you out at the earliest, considering the time frames, the faster the better. So hope to connect with you all. And I will just... Team, is there anything else you want me to cover, or we can wrap up for the day? Okay, I think that's all that we have for today. So I am going to wrap up the session. It was nice meeting you all. Happy weekend to everybody. It's Friday. Almost work hours are over. So have a great weekend, and I will see you again next Friday.